For something like steak, for instance, what I would do is choose a cooked value for that. Or if you're just cooking it and going to eat it, I would measure it raw. So I'm going to show you a raw example now. So for example, to track raw beef rump, let's say, you're going to type in here, and what you can see, the top value says cooked next to it. The second value down doesn't say cooked next to it. So that's the raw value. So for instance, if we're trying to track 250 grams, remember we change it to 1 gram serving size and then 250 grams, and that's 52 grams of protein. And I'll show you a cooked example. So for cooked beef rump, you're going to type in rump again, and what you'll see is the top value here, it says beef, steak, rump, lean, cooked. So cooked is the sort of section in the name that you're really looking out for, and you can choose that. Choose serving size of 1 gram, choose, just can't get out of that, 250 grams, and that has 77 grams of protein because obviously as you cook the protein, it dehydrates. So for a raw example, the reason you would track like this is because you're going to just say you've got a T-bone steak, you're going to cook it and then eat it straight away for dinner. The reason you would measure something cooked, like in terms of steak, is because you've meal prepped a whole bunch of steak, you've put it in a container, for instance, and then you're going to divide that up over the day. So there's a bit of flexibility as to how you track based on your personal preferences and how you're choosing to meal prep. Next up, what we have is veggies. So what I have here is a $5 kale slaw pack from Woolworths. I've taken the dressing out and I'm not going to measure anything in here because it's sort of non-fibrous vegetables. It's not going to impact my calories that much, and it's not a psychological stress that I want. So I'm going to chuck that there. Now, the only other exception is if you're tracking things like sweet potato, pumpkin, potato, and carrot. So those sort of foods do have a higher carbohydrate content, but all other vegetables generally don't have many carbs at all, and it's not worth the psychological stress that you're going to put yourself through to track that food. Moving on, what we have next, yogurt. So the exact same rules apply here. You're going to scan the barcode or search it up. I'm going to show you how to scan the barcode again now. So just to rehash how you scan a barcode, you press add food, look for the barcode symbol on the top right hand side, click that, and hover that over the barcode of the food you're trying to scan. What you do, you grab your scales, tear it to 0, open it, and then start to pour in however much you want. Now there's 2 ways you can do it. You can pour from the tub into the bowl. The more accurate way is to put the actual container on the scales, then spoon it out into the bowl. You quickly have to tear it, so you'll get a negative 25 gram number, for instance. The reason why you do this is it catches all the residue on the spoon that you're going to eat. So if you want to go a step further with your tracking accuracy, this is a really easy way to do it. And lastly, what we have is carbohydrates. So what I've chosen here is my favorite cereal, Milo. Exact same rules apply. So you'll start to notice a bit of a trend. You're going to scan the barcode, which is on the bottom, grab a bowl, put the bowl on the scales, tear it, and then pour in the bowl. And you just measure however many grams. Once you've scaled it to 1 gram for that day, say 250 grams of Milo, then I'm going to track that.